You're watching WKYT News at noon.
WKYT News at 12:30. Barbara Bailey and Bill Bryant reporting.
Leading our news this half hour, it has been a year and a half since a southern Kentucky couple was found murdered in their home, and now a second arrest has been made in the case.
Manchester police arrested Christian Roberts in Clay County over the weekend. He's been indicted by a Laurel County grand jury in the deaths of Donnie and Sharon Jackson. He joins Bradley Lawson, who was charged earlier this year.
WKYT's Phil Pendleton is tracking the investigation and these late developments, and he joins us now with our top story at 12:30. Phil?
Both Christian Roberts and Bradley Lawson will be arraigned in Laurel Circuit Court in answering to these charges on November the 16th. Lawson had already been charged and was in jail, and Roberts was found just this past Saturday. Now, the two face identical charges of robbery, murder, and arson. Police say the two went to the Jacksons' home on March 8th of last year, robbed them, shot them, and killed them, and then set the home on fire in hopes of concealing the crime. The case went unsolved for months, and police charged Lawson, who was already in jail, on some federal drug charges. Following the indictment, they found Roberts in Manchester. Police say people in the community can rest a little bit easier now.
We feel real good about this case. We now have two people charged on this, and this is the only people that's going to be charged on this double murder. We're confident that we have all the people that were involved in it.
Roberts also faces a charge of tampering with physical evidence. That's because, according to the indictment, he is accused of altering some clothing that may have been used as evidence in the case. In Laurel County, Phil Pendleton, WKYT.
Phil, thank you. And Lawson is in jail in Laurel County. Roberts remains in the Clay County jail, but officials expect that he will be brought over to London very soon. Well, a Mercer County teenager who's accused of killing another teen was in court earlier today, this morning. 16-year-old
Trenton Easterling is accused of robbing and murdering Tristan Cole in April. Easterling's public defender has asked the judge in the case to consider suppressing some statements made by the defendant. Police have admitted Easterling, a minor, was never read his Miranda rights, nor did he sign a waiver. Easterling's mother went with him to the police station and had the rights explained to her separately. Easterling pleaded not guilty in July. A fire that broke out this morning at the Lexington Motor Inn on East New Circle Road left two people with minor injuries. Now, even though the fire was contained to one room, the entire motel was evacuated. One guest reported that he heard a loud explosion and that his room quickly filled with smoke. Investigators say that fire was accidental, but they're checking to see if the motel has working smoke detectors.
Kentucky State Police say a man who refused to drop his gun and then fired at troopers has been shot and killed. The KSP says it began with a 911 call in Metcalfe County from a woman who said she had been fighting with her boyfriend. When troopers arrived on scene, they say Kenny Tomlin came out of the home with a rifle. When he started shooting, State Police say troopers returned fire, killing Tomlin. The investigation into all of the circumstances is ongoing. Well, holidays are a busy time for everybody, and there are more people, of course, out there on the roads as well.
Now, unfortunately, that means the number of accidents will likely go up. So far in 2010, we've seen more traffic deaths on Kentucky roads than at this time last year. But police are trying to reduce that number with the help of an app. Lifesaver has been around for more than a year and helps stop texting and driving. When the car goes in motion, the GPS blocks the screen on the phone. Now, Woodford County's sheriff is showing his support for that app.
It also gives, hopefully comfort to not only the parent, but also other motorists and drivers, knowing that young teenagers are not going to be distracted by texting or emailing, talking, Twitter or whatever, wherever they choose to communicate now.
Now, the Woodford County Sheriff will put the app in front of the Kentucky Sheriff's Association board next month. He's hoping they, too, will support it. Well, the National Transportation Safety Board today is investigating a deadly bus crash in California.
13 people were killed, including the bus driver. 31 others were injured in that crash Sunday near Palm Springs. Roxana Sabiri has the latest on the investigation and the victims.
At this vigil on the corner where the tour bus was heading, Delia Sanchez says she survived the crash with a bruised forehead and busted lip. She says, when I woke up, we were already stuck in the mess of metal. Rosalba Ruiz, a 53-year-old grandmother of 5, was one of 13 people killed. Her brother says he was told she died instantly.
Tell her to be careful, and the last time I talked to her was on Wednesday. She was a happy person.
The bus crashed near Palm Springs on the way back to Los Angeles after a trip to a casino when it plowed into the back of a semi-truck on the interstate.
The speed of the bus was so significant that when it hit the back of the big rig, the trailer itself entered about 15 feet into the bus.
The bus passed 3 recent inspections. Investigators are looking into whether alcohol, drugs, or fatigue played a role. Roxana Saberi for CBS News.
And a maintenance crew had slowed traffic on the interstate at the time just before that crash. The bus was operated by USA Holiday, that is a Los Angeles-based tour company. No details about the driver have been released by officials at this time, so still a lot more to learn, but a terrible situation.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, Lexington's newest YMCA will open to the public a week from today.
And the excitement is building. There was a ribbon cutting earlier today for the Whitaker Family YMCA in Hamburg. The facility has been years in the making. It's the 4th YMCA in Lexington.
What we hear from everybody in the community, it's beyond expectations. They absolutely love every bit and piece of the new YMCA. They absolutely love it. So we'd invite the whole community to come out and take a look.
The YMCA will open to the public for normal business hours next Monday, but tours are available until then. Go check it out.
Yeah, pretty incredible inside the pictures that we've seen,
Right.
at least. Well, keep it here on WKYT.
Coming up, a performance from 2 Wood Songs performers who built an expanding audience on YouTube. You're going to enjoy them. That's coming up in just a bit.
We have that front moving through as we speak. It's a dry, cold front, but we will feel that chilly air slide in overnight into tomorrow morning. Do we hit the 30s? I'm going to have that coming up next.
Now, your hour-by-hour forecast with meteorologist Micah Harris.
Bright blue skies outside with just a few clouds here and there. No rain chance today, but a front is moving through as we speak. It's actually right over us. And if you look outside, you wouldn't expect to see what you're seeing with a front right over us. Typically, we get at least some clouds. And you get a few here and there, but man, it's a really good looking day. Now you'll see the difference from where that front is located from north to south. Northern zones, we're sitting in the upper 50s, lower 60s. That front is actually right through here. So you go down south of that front, that's where kind of the warmest air is located. 67 right now in Monticello, and there is an opportunity to finish off right around 70 degrees for you guys. But for the most part, we're going to be there in the mid-60s when it's all said and done. Tomorrow's going to be the same story. Wednesday, no major change except a little bit warmer. And so we're staying dry all the way through Wednesday. But Wednesday night into Thursday, here's going to be the change. Now, I was looking at this early this morning, and at midnight when we were looking at the model run from this morning, this was actually knocking on our doorstep. So now it's slowed down just a little bit, about 6 hours. And so we're really looking toward Thursday actually having the better chance of rain. Instead of Wednesday night, it's just going to be that Thursday morning. Into the afternoon, it looks like it should fade, but obviously a pretty decent shot at that. So that's showers and thunderstorms, and then it moves on out. And it's not so much a cold front because temperatures aren't really taking a hit as this rain pushes on through and this front pushes on through. But we need that rain. I mean, there's still a lot of people out there really wanting the rain. Here's what's been happening since we haven't seen that much rain. It's been very dry. A lot of us are asking, when do these leaves actually change? They should already have been changed or already changing at this moment. Mid-October is typically when eastern Kentucky and southeastern Kentucky start to see those leaves changing. Now, you're getting isolated spots. I've seen pictures from you guys, but it's not widespread like we typically see. That's because of the dry weather. You look back toward our region, central, north, and western zones, it's typically late October right now that we actually see fall foliage actually change with the season. And it's the peak time. We're not seeing that widespread, but like I said, some spots here and there. Mike Ayers, WX on Twitter. Danny Kane sent me that picture. Really, really cool shot of the leaves changing there. At the pinnacles in Berea, Pinnacles.
Yeah. No, don't put it in your mind the wrong way.
Right,
Pinnacles,
absolutely.
you can say it.
Pinnacles, there you go. Awesome shot right there. Dry the next few days, guys. Thursday's our next best chance of rain as that front rolls on through.
Yeah, that's beautiful there in southern Madison County.
Awesome.
Really is.
Really is, yes.
All right, thank you, Micah. Step back in time to the sounds of the 60s.
A preview of what's coming to the EKU Center for the Arts next on WKYT.
Welcome back in. Great to have you with us on WKYT, and it is a step back in time with music that is certain to make you feel nostalgic. The EKU Center for the Arts presents a 60s spectacular.
We're joined by Sean LaDucer with the EKU Center. Welcome.
Thank you.
Always good to have you. You've got great things to talk about always.
You do.
We do, yeah. So coming up this January, January 22, we have what we're calling our 60s Spectacular. And so it's going to include legendary bands from that era. Herman's Hermits, featuring Peter Noon. Your viewers who were alive back then will know Peter Noon as one of the leaders from the British invasion. He had hit songs, I'm Into Something Good, Mrs. Brown, You've Got a Lovely Daughter, I'm Henry VIII, I Am.
Oh, yeah.
Then another band that will be on the slate is Gary Puckett and the Union Gap.
Wow.
Right.
Yeah.
Woman, Woman. Young Girl, Lady Willpower, Over You. I mean, a string of hits from that time. And then the Buckinghams, who again, if your viewers were alive in 1967 and old enough to remember, they ruled the airwaves with their song Kind of a Drag. So this is a concert for those who are alive and want to relive those memories that they have with those songs. For those grandparents who might want to introduce their children or grandchildren to that
and
great
they can
music.
think it's all brand new music.
Well, it's all brand new to them if they've never heard it.
And you know the amazing thing, when you talk to so many young people now, they will listen to that music, 60s, 70s, 80s, whatever, they're like, oh, that's when music was music. I mean, they really like it better than they like the new stuff a lot of times.
This is a fantastic concert for all ages.
Yeah, really good. Okay, lots of other things going on. Now, you have a sold-out concert this week that everybody's excited about.
It's going to be a good one.
John Mellencamp.
John Mellencamp will be here on Wednesday. The concert is sold out, so sorry. It should have got tickets earlier. By the way, tickets for our 60 Spectacular go on sale this Friday, so don't be one of those that hears about
It's too late on that one.
Well, and it is a good reminder that people need to keep checking that schedule because you keep adding things like that, and you need to make sure you get those tickets.
That's right.
You have lots of holiday shows coming up as well.
Yeah, we do. On November 13, we've got Elf, the musical, coming, which is based on the hilarious Will Ferrell movie. We've got the 10 tenors coming. There's these great classically trained Australian tenors who are going to present their Home for the Holidays concert. And then a CBS favorite,
the
Rudolph.
Price is Right.
That's another one.
That one too, right?
Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, and of course, November 17, The Price is Right Live will be at the EKU Center.
Perfect.
I see the signs and the billboards. It looks good. All right, it's all January 22nd, though, the 60s Spectacular. So, as Sean was saying, get your tickets now for that so you get a good seat.
EKUcenter.com.
Yes.
Appreciate it.
Thank you very much.
Some of the area's top chefs are cooking up some tasty treats.
Find out how you can be a part of the Signature Chefs Auction next on WKYT.
Welcome back, and it's so good to have you with us on WKYT as our noon news hour continues. It's the perfect recipe for healthy babies. The March of Dimes is holding its annual Signature Chefs Auction. It'll be next Friday here in Lexington.
Amy Harris, executive chef at Brasabana, has cooked up something delicious for us, and she's going to kind of walk us through it. Thank you very much for coming out.
Thank you for having me.
Well, we really do appreciate it. Tell us first of all a little bit about the Signature Chefs Auction.
There were going to be 15 of us there doing a benefit for the March of Dimes. It's November the 4th at the Griffin Gate Marriott, and we're serving up tasting portions for 350 people, we hope. So
all right,
sounds like
good.
It's going to be a great event.
Best of the best.
It has to be a lot of fun for you when it's for an important cause like
Sure,
that, March of
absolutely.
Dimes.
Yeah, I mean, one of the very first charities I ever did anything for was as a child was a 5K walk for the March of Dimes. So it's kind of bringing it back full circle for me. So
very good.
You're going to show us a little bit about one of the items you'll be cooking up, or is this what you'll feature that night?
This is going to be one of the. This will be the dish that I'm doing. It's our signature gumbo at Brasabana.
It looks great.
Really
Thank
does,
you. Yeah.
What goes into that?
Well, we start off with a mix of chicken breast and chicken thighs. Get a little bit of flavor and a little bit of the lean meat as well. And then once we brown that with our seasoning blend there, we hit some onions and garlic and corn, peppers, and then some fresh diced tomatoes. And then, we'll create a little roux and make a sauce.
Final product.
It really
looks really
wonderful.
Good.
What's it like when you get that many different chefs all together?
It's a lot of fun.
Is it also competitive, but in a fun way?
In a fun way. There's a lot of camaraderie amongst the chefs in this town. I mean, a lot of us know each other. We've hung out together. We've done potlucks together. So it's a good time when we all get together.
That's what I would like to attend your potluck. That would be great.
So once inside, do people just kind of get to go booth to booth and
I believe that's how it's
make
going
their
to work.
choices? Yeah, sounds really good.
Yeah.
And we understand there are tables available, right?
I believe so. Yeah, that sounds right to me.
Is it fun for you when people get to come around and talk to you, have that
Absolutely.
exchange?
Yeah, I mean, you get to tell them a little bit about yourself, a little bit about your food and what you're doing. You know, help promote your cause as well as theirs. You know.
All right. I'm sure every chef has his or her own following out there. Sounds good. Again, it's coming up on Friday. There it is on November 4th, 6:30 until 9:30 in the evening at Griffin Gate Marriott. And yeah, it does say tables are available, and of course individual tickets as well.
And people can also come see you at Brasabana.
Absolutely.
There you go.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Dig into this before we go, right? Let's check in with Micah this afternoon. We have some beautiful sunshine out there.
Absolutely, and I'll be the MC of that event, so I'd love to see you out there. 67 degrees the rest of the afternoon, 65 on your day tomorrow. So today and tomorrow pretty much carbon copies of each other. It's going to be chilly tomorrow morning to start off. Then we hit Wednesday. Wednesday's not all that bad, roughly 70 degrees, mixture of sun and clouds, pretty good looking day. And then here comes that front moving on through on Thursday. That's what Chris Bailey's going to be focusing in on as he comes back here on WKYT News at 4 p.m.
All right, sounds good. Yeah, where there's food, there's Micah, but he
Always.
works it off.
Yes. Well, The Young and the Restless is next, and we're going to leave you with the music of this week's Wood Songs. They're a YouTube sensation, and they also play electric harps.
So here we go. Here are the Harp Twins. Enjoy the music.